The funny story is that I was at church one day and they forced me to do camera.
It's a Nigerian church?
Yep, definitely. One of our mottos in our company is that we create a lot of our own content and the client work kind of funds our personal projects. All you have is work, and you won't really have a normal life. Twitter now, there's this thing about don't work for free. I've done a lot of stuff for free, but anything I've done for free has benefited me in the long run. Hey, what's happening?
How you doing
I'm
today? Good. How are you feeling about being on my Chunks TV?
Excited, nervous. I'm not really in front of the camera, so it should be interesting to see what happens.
Okay, so first of all, tell us your name and the name of your brand.
My name is Josh and I'm a creative producer at The Bridge Media.
Why did you choose the name Bridge Media?
The name The Bridge Media came about 3-4 years ago because we wanted to create a company that kind of bridged the gap between the producer and the consumer. Or like the client and the consumer, basically. So
could you like briefly describe to us, because you kind of mentioned you're not used to being in front of the camera. Why is that?
So I'm a creative producer. I basically like connect the dots between certain projects such as TV shows, online web series, interviews, documentaries, short films, etc.
So if you were to meet somebody that doesn't know who you are, like what would you describe your line of work or your chosen career field?
I'll tell them that I work in film and TV. It sounds fun, but then that's when it sit down at times.
And how long have you been doing like media in general for?
I've been doing media as a career for nearly 4 years now. As a hobby, probably like 5.5 years.
And what was the sort of like inspiration to begin it?
So the funny story is that I was at church one day and they forced me to do camera. They needed someone to hold the camera.
It's a Nigerian church?
Yep, definitely. So that they needed someone to do camera. I was a bit reluctant to do it, but I thought, okay, cool, I'll help out, team player and all that. And I did it, I loved it, and I ended up kind of just doing it more and more, and then here we are today, I guess.
From church to Bridge Media, how did that go from hobby to brand?
That's a good question. How do you go from hobby to brand? Obviously, I went to uni, of course, African household. So I went to uni, but I studied advertising and marketing. So I guess at the same time as I was doing that, I was still shooting, but it wasn't really like a proper brand. It was just more like I have a camera and then I just shoot for like people and stuff. And then I guess just before I was gonna leave uni, I thought to myself, you know what? Let's try and do this properly. Let's try and put effort into it, and then that's how it kind of became a brand, I guess. Is that we kind of just thought, let's go for it. And I didn't really want to go into like 9-to-5 work.
Yeah, that was actually my next question.
Okay.
How and when did you know that the 9-to-5 life was not for you?
When I came out of uni, to be honest. No, actually, before I came out of uni, I said to myself, I don't really want to go into a job. Only because while I was at uni, I was still doing the filming thing, if you want to call it that. I was still making a bit of change here and there. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was... Thankfully, I never really did like the rave party.
That's usually where people start.
Like I did a few photos here and there for like my mate's birthday party or something. Do you know what I mean? Never went down the rave route only because it wasn't really what I was interested in. Thankfully, I've always kind of had a I want us to be as a company. This is where you want to go, so you can't really go here too far.
Was it just you at the beginning and then?
Yeah, so at the beginning it was just me, and then as time went along, the team grew bigger and bigger. And then we have a core team of I would say around 5 or 6, and then we have like external freelancers that kind of come in depending on the project.
So far, you've worked with some amazing brands. Just to name 2 of them, Nike and BET as a platform anyway.
Yeah.
How does that feel, number one, and what was your experience like with them?
It's fun. It's amazing because like you always think about these brands. I wouldn't really get there, or maybe you'll get there, but maybe it'll be down the line, maybe like in your face or something. Do you get what I mean? The experience is cool. Those opportunities came along because of, so one of our mottos in our company is that we create a lot of our own content. Our blueprint is do client work, then the client work kind of funds our personal projects. We put out a lot of original content and they love it and then they gravitate towards us.
Your own content, tell us a bit about that. Maybe give us your best 2 projects.
One of my best projects is probably my first short film, which is called Squeeze. We did that in 2013, I think it was.
They say hard work pays off. Well, I worked my ass off at uni and all I've got for it is a part-time job.
It's the money, man. Me, Paris! But all this time you be throwing my financial troubles in my face! Why are you shouting at me though? Why are you shouting at me? You don't listen, bro. Don't get involved in it. What are you talking about? Look.
with that one, we kind of just thought, you know what, look, we need to just figure out what we're doing. So we kind of just put our forces together. I put out tweets saying, guys, I'm doing a short film. He wants to be a part of it. He wants to help out. We had like a team of maybe like, what, 7 of us, I guess. Kind of just figuring it out. Like we had no idea about anything. We had no idea 1 page per script meant 1 minute for a film. So we wrote like 90 pages for like a 30-minute film. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So by the time we finished like shooting the edit, it was like, hold on, wait, I was this 30-minute film, an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, literally like we had fun with it, and I guess it taught me a lot on how things work, and I guess that's why it will always be like my go-to, only because it taught me and set the path, or like the bar for us as a company, and also it showed me that I really enjoy producing more than anything else.
Any other projects that you would, apart from
Hills Off? Okay, I can't lie, Hills Off, definitely Hills Off, because Hills Off did a lot for us as well as a company. Yeah, so it hit quite well.
I feel like a lot of people forget. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know that last time when you had casual sex with Bob and it ended, you were in pieces.
That's weird because like every prayer point I asked for to get off Hills Off, we got it. So I can never doubt what God has done for us through Hills Off. Do you know what I mean? So for us, Hills Off it's up there as well.
So prayer points, you're a religious person.
Yeah. 100%.
How much do you look to God for inspiration?
Everything I do, I want to do, goes to God first before anybody else. For example, when we do our film premieres and stuff, so we've done 4 or 5 screenings. Every time we do a screening, I pray and fast before, at least like a day or 2 in advance. Only because for me, I strongly believe in God. I strongly believe God has brought me to where I am, and I feel like I can never get to a stage where I feel like I'm too big to not need God's help anymore. Because the big man that's put me here, I can never like try and take the mick or anything. I think it's all me.
You sound like a pretty busy guy, and if you do, or if you manage to, how do you balance your work with life? So friendships, family, relationships, do they suffer at all?
Yeah, everyone suffers, to be honest. I'm still trying to figure it out, I won't lie to you, because on the come up, any opportunity, you have to go for it. So like, I've been to like my mum's birthday before for like a shooting gig or like something like, you know, this might help. Obviously, it's been very hit and miss. Sometimes you hit it and it was worth it, and sometimes it's not worth it, but you never know until you actually try it. So would I advise people to do it all the time? If you feel like it can help you, yeah, but don't get too caught up in always doing that, because you need a balance between work and your normal life. Do you get what I mean? Before you have is work, then you won't really have a normal life. So it means that when you don't work, what are you doing with yourself? Do you know what I mean? So it's hard, but the more you do it, the more you kind of like just figure out how to kind of make it work. People still get mad at me about it. I meant to meet my friend today for dinner because like, I haven't met her in like nearly 2 months, and she's leaving in like a month to go away for a long time. So I try and figure it out. I'm still learning how to figure it out. I guess I feel like maybe when I get to a certain position in life, then I'll be able to be like, ah, cool, I don't have to do that as much anymore. But hopefully my friends understand, and like, a lot of them kind of just jump on projects anyway, or like they help at screenings or something. So
what is the one thing you would say you do not like about being self-employed?
You don't get holiday sick pay.
Okay.
So if you're sick, or if you're away, or if you want to do something, you have to like, okay, cool. Me not going to work today, or me not doing a certain gig, is it worth? Maybe going to like a friend's birthday party, is it worth me missing out on money? Because you're like the manager and the employee at the same time. It's like, and the owner, I guess. You have to kind of just figure it out and sieve it out and see which ones are the best options to take.
Now on the flip side, what would you say is the best thing about being self-employed?
Flexible. You can grow quicker, I guess, when you work for yourself, then you can grow in a company at times, because hierarchy. Do you know what I mean? The only hierarchy in your company is probably you most of the time. Do you know what I mean? So you like growth, and I feel like it's more rewarding as well, because you know like whatever you're doing is benefiting you yourself and your company more than it's benefiting the Jack and Bills and Bobs and Jameses.
Yeah. So a lot of people actually, I see a lot of people trying to get into the media business. And I feel like they don't actually understand maybe the downsides of it sometimes. Could you maybe first of all describe your typical day, so an ideal day for you, and then just tell us about maybe like your worst moments or worst day, something that happened that just made you think like, whoa, is this actually worth it?
I'll probably do the second part rather than the first bit. When it comes to the media game, if you want to call it that, one thing people need to understand is that no one's going to give you a handout. You have to put the effort in, you put the sweat, blood and tears. I think that's the saying. Work hard, have faith and be patient. Literally go out there and grab it and make it your own. And most of the time that's why we curate our own content, because no one's going to give it to us. So we have to more or less prove ourselves. And everyone has to prove themselves, which I get. No one's going to give you 20k for an episode, or 20k for a show, or 20k for a contract without proof that you can spend that 20k wisely. So for example, on Twitter now, there's this thing about don't work for free. I'm the opposite, and everyone that knows me would know that I always say this is that. But I guess because I've come up on the thing of I've done a lot of stuff for free, but anything I've done for free has benefited me in the long run. Do you get what I mean? So the money that I would have got from those things that I did for free is nothing compared to what I have now because of doing this things for free or doing it for like really cheap. So for example, I did a 2-week shoot. We're talking 9 AM till 1 AM every day. I was only getting paid like 60 or 50 pound a day. Everything we learned, well, everything I learned personally on that talk show. So like camera setup, how camera's meant to look, how you're meant to like produce it. 2 years later, I took that to heels off. When you're not getting paid for something, if you make a mistake, it's not as bad because everyone's kind of benefiting from you or you're benefiting from them. So it kind of makes sense. Whereas if you're getting paid, for example, £10 for that thing there and you messed it up, they're gonna say, oh, I'm a £10 back.
So were there any moments where you felt like giving up or you just thought like, this is not worth it, this is not what I thought it would be?
Yeah, definitely. Squeeze did that for me, to be honest. Squeeze took me to a level of stress and frustration that I remember sitting with myself and saying, you know what, I'm done with this, I'm cool, I'm gone, I'm not going to do any more of this, because it was becoming too much of a headache. Because I guess because we set such a high bar for ourselves is that we now had to live up to it, even though we had no idea what we were doing, so that made it harder. Squeeze took us to a level of stress that I can't touch anymore because it was so high up there, I can't really get to that stress anymore because Squeeze kind of just showed me that no matter what, God will always see you through it. Maybe it's been built stronger now in any project that we do. Every time you're told no, you kind of feel like, is this really for me? But I guess if you're able to kind of just keep at it, keep going and think, you know what, I've been told no here, but I can be told yes here, it doesn't matter. There's enough pie for everyone to eat, I guess.
Describe your typical day for me, please.
My typical day is, I'm not a morning person as we have a shoot or something, but usually I get into the office for like 10 AM.
That's too early.
Usual days, emails, planning shoots, meetings. So like I guess right now we're developing some projects, so literally all we do is just kind of just brainstorm, write, plan shoots, like liaise with clients for their shoots and their projects. That's more like a normal office day. Like a normal shoot day is more like the other day I woke up at 5 AM, I was out by 6.
I think that's another thing that people don't really get. When you're not doing a 9 to 5, people think maybe you're sleeping at home, you wake up for 1 hour, make billions of pounds and go back to sleep.
That's actually a very valid point, is that when you're self-employed also is that if you don't go to work, no money's being made. So if you decide to sleep for like 5 hours, you've missed out on potential work. For example, if somebody needs a video man or whatever, they're gonna email 3 people at the same time. Whoever replies back to that email first, it's that you're gonna get a job. With us or with me personally, I never ever feel like, cool, I'm the only one doing it or I'm the best at it, because Jack might end up getting a contract over you because you're sleeping. So I guess with being self-employed, you can't really just kick back and sleep and just feel like it's nothing, because every single contract or money you make, you need it because you never know when the other one's gonna come sometimes.
Speaking of, you know, other people being emailed at the same time as you feel like you have any competition, UK-wise, maybe London-wise?
Competition as an individual, yeah. As a company, yeah, but like most of them are like my mate or like friend companies that we kind of work together with anyway. So it's not a competition, but it's more like healthy, like, cool, you like did that, cool, we're gonna come back to this instead, sort of thing. But it's all like banter and stuff, do you know what I mean? We're never like, oh my god, flip, we need to kind of just catch up. But it does make me want to push harder and go further. A lot of people around me are doing very well. So like they're all setting the bar quite high for each other.
Can you name names?
I don't want to give anyone promo right now.
Fine. Any exciting projects coming up?
Exciting projects. We're producing a theatre production in September 2017, so that should be fun. And we've got 2 web series in development at the moment.
Nice. Is that going to be on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube. So we're back to original content again. We took a break for like a year and a half, I think. But now we're back again, so we've got 2 web series coming, written and directed by a lady called Olivia Fraser. That should be fun, like our first time kind of like dipping into theatre, so that should be cool.
Who do you see yourself kind of collaborating with in the next maybe 2 years or so?
There's 2 actors that I've wanted to work with for probably like a good year and a half now. A guy called Kingsley Amadi, so dope, and a guy called Edward Adeshina. I have projects all the time, but I've never really contacted them to work on them because I feel like they're better than these projects. So I'm kind of just waiting for the right projects to kind of pop up. I want to work with Femi Oyinaran really bad. I look up that guy a lot. He's dope for what he does. Like, he set the blueprint a lot for people like me. Everyone else is American based. So like, I want to work with a guy called Will Packer, Tyler Perry, Chuck Lowry. Those are like my 3 main producer guys I look at and think, yeah, you're sick.
Well, apart from this conversation, I can tell that you've got a really like sensible and realistic mindset as well, and you're putting in the work that would get you to those places. So honestly, I feel like you could work with Tyler Perry and all of those kind of people. Leading on from that, where do you sort of see your brand in the next 3-5 years?
3-5 years, I would probably say making more money.
Amen.
I can't lie, amen. Having more shows, having a bigger clientele, and then hopefully by then like, we're gonna at least 1 feature film as well. And then just having stuff on like normal, like actual like TV. We've done it already, but I want more and more like brand deals. And
do you feel like TV is kind of dying down though? Don't you feel like it's moving more to like online TV?
So TV is dying, but at the same time, Love Island last Sunday had like 3 million people watching it.
Yep.
Or 4 million people. I mean, something crazy like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's dying, but it's still there at the same time. So for us, if we can capture the online guys and that normal like TV, we'll be good.
Would you ever indulge in trash TV?
Okay, so it depends, right, on a few things. As a producer, I would, but me personally, as Josh, because I don't really watch trash TV, if you want to call it that. Something like BK, right, I wouldn't call that trash TV. I'd actually say, as a producer, it's a very smart formula. Low cost, high profit margins.
Honestly.
Do you get what I mean? So it's like, you can't really fault them because it actually makes sense.
Yeah, very works.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna like shoot like a reality show about naked women punching like each other on the road. Do you know what I mean? I have morals. As long as it doesn't pass my moral line limit, I'm all game. Came off. Our avenue was never to make money from YouTube.
Okay.
Because the money, unless you get back chat views, the money you're getting is not nice.
Yeah.
And I think about how hard it is to get a million views and then think about. Whereas a brand will pay you 1.5 just for one Insta post. Like I know people that are taking from 1.5 for one Insta post minimum. I'm taking on 5k for one YouTube video. But even then they'll tell you that it like the money didn't come overnight. You have to just work.
Yeah, definitely.
And put the effort. That's what YouTube. Like YouTube is very much like you can do like 600 videos, and then your 601 videos when it's gonna bang. So you can't stop because if you stop at 599, you've not missed your blessing because you weren't patient.
Yeah.
You just have to keep churning it out every week.
Yeah.
Keep at it every week or keep every other month, whatever it is. As you said before, social media has made us believe that you have to have everything overnight. They got it with a lot of years of hard work. So yeah, I guess that's the thing about YouTube, man. You have to just put your effort in, and just wait.
Oh wow, this was recorded.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's all my questions for you.
Oh wow. Okay.
Do you have anything else you might want to just any last bit of advice for anyone that's like on the come up?
Kind of advice, okay. I guess I'm not like the greatest guy alive to know everything. I guess I'm still trying to figure it out myself. One thing I would say is that for any creative is that just create. Even if it's literally you shooting like your little sister or like your little brother or like your neighbor or whatever, shoot something, put it on social media, and then soon that one thing's gonna hit. It's not gonna be easy. I did that for free. It is gonna be hard. You will hear a lot of no's. Keep faith, have patience, and keep working hard. Things will like fall into place for you. That's my last piece of advice. Hard work, faith, and patience is something that I live by a lot.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This was very, very insightful, and we wish you all the best in all your future endeavors.
Sick. Thank you very much. Boop, boop, boop.